Today we're gonna talk about the kitchen garden project, making the most of your raised bed gardens in the South Sound. It's the visit with a person of high strangeness. Strange. This is a really strange opening I'm gonna give you here, because at the moment I'm really frustrated. Let me tell you a story. A couple of years ago we did a show with Grub. Grub is an agency and volunteers that go to people's houses that are low income or disabled or things like that, and build gardens. And this is a very involved process and everything. So first you call and you request a garden, and then a person comes by and then they fill out they fill out the papers and your need and what it is that you want to do, and you qualify, and well, it's a little easier than some of the other paperwork, but anyway, that's what they do. And then it is determined at what time they will come and put your garden in. Sometimes you have to go on a waiting list like 4 or 5 months in advance, because the garden project starts very early in the year. Excuse me. Sometimes even before. It was still in winter, but you know, we start real early sometimes because there's a lot of work to be done. And so we aired that show here maybe 4 or 5 months ago. It was called Nevada, How Does Your Garden Grow? And in that show, a man named Jackson, I can't remember his last name, but his first name is Jackson. He came and he explained the function and who does what and who pays for what and who donates, all of that. So we thought, you know what, I'm going to get a garden, a raised garden this year, so how about we just go ahead and film that, like an update type thing. Okay, so we did that. So the lady came, took my name and everything, and she said, all right, now we're going to build your garden on the 6th of June. And which was a Saturday, because we have a marathon, she said. And by what they were doing on that particular day, they built lots of gardens simultaneously as a combined effort of volunteers and community between 8 and noon, and then later they would meet for a party at their headquarters and just celebrate with pizza and, you know, change garden stories and things like that. Okay, the next thing, another lady came and she told me that they was going to come bring the dirt. Now what was involved in that? 2 young women had the Grub, a van, no, it was a truck, and they brought the dirt and put it on the top, and they left it there like a week before the actual garden building. So what I did is I filmed the truck coming in, unloading it, the beautiful dirt, talked to the ladies, and you know, what made them volunteer and what to enjoy about it, what to expect. We did all of this. So then, about a week later, either 1 or 2 weeks, I don't remember exactly. So then here come the actual people building the garden, and so I filmed them driving in, getting out of their truck, introducing them, and we had quite a few conversations there. And then we filmed the whole building of my garden here. So it was raining. It was really, really raining, but they stuck right with it, built that garden, got out of here in time, and went to the party. Well, I can't stand very long, so my back went out, and of course I missed the party because I couldn't walk. So they made my apologies, and later on that day, when I was able to move around a little bit, I looked at the footage. It was perfect. Everything was perfect, and I was very happy with the whole thing. So I called them and I thanked them, told them the show will be ready in a few days. Now fast forward now. Because me looking at it, I realized there was no flowers or anything. There was no plants in the garden. So if I'm going to wait until everything grows, of course, it's going to be too late, you know. It's going to take another 3, 4, 5 weeks. So I chose not to do that. And I set out to find plants. I drove to neighborhoods looking for gardens where I could ask for permission for people to film it. Well, I couldn't find any, so then I went to a local nursery and asked if I could film it, and they said no. I went to Safeway, they were open to the idea, I did that. And, well, I should actually tell you about that in the next segment. Yeah, I think I will. So let me stop here. So what happens is, no, I'm not. I'm going to tell you the whole story right away. So what happens is, so I filmed plants and flowers and things everywhere else. And then I got home to watch it. And what happened is the tape was stuck. Now, we use these little mini DVD tapes. They're this big. I should actually show you one. But they're that big. And I've never heard of a tape getting jammed, but this particular tape had jammed. And it erased half of my garden show. So I finally found somebody that opened the casing, repaired as much as he could, and but I lost the first part of the show, the you know, the arrival and the truck coming and putting the dirt and everything on it. So I thought, well, not a problem. I'll go to the old show and then just substitute that. But we couldn't do that either because that would have taken me out of the storyline. So we did the very best we could, and it's not quite in the same order than I would have liked to. Lost half of the tape, but I'm not going to wait another year to build another garden before I share this with you. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you as much as I have how these wonderful people came and built it. Okay, so you don't have the beginning, but you got the big part, the important part. Okay, so let's go and get dirty. The dirt here comes from, it's mushroom compost, and the brown things on top of here, this is left over from this freaky storm we had yesterday, where the sun was out and then we had 58-mile-an-hour winds all of a sudden. Can you believe it? That's what that is. Everything came off the trees. So do you do this every year?
Yes.
You do? Mm-hmm. So basically what we have here is they're going to make 3 containers here, and then we'll see what they're going to do with them. Oh, the little girl's all excited she found a worm. Let's see what it looks like. Picture your worm?
Oh, they're all big slugs.
Oh, slugs?
Yeah.
Well, I can guide you to the slugs. I know what they are.
We're going to take the slugs
home
and get it to the chickens.
I know where the slugs are.
Ah. Do we need more slugs, Sarah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the slug. Whoa. The little girl is so proud with her slugs. I never thought there was... She said, I found another one. It's okay. In case you're wondering, this is a garden show. How many years have you volunteered?
I've lost count.
Lost count?
5 or 6, something along.
Uh-huh. Our nails are bending today.
Doesn't that match that one? Oh, okay. You're right. No right or wrong.
And there's girly girl. She has to watch everything, of course. There you go.
Holy cow!
Last time we had the last time we had an iguana, well, something's happening. But so while we're waiting, I'll show you the pictures of my house again. There's another one. These were painted in over a 4-year period. from 2001 to 2004. 2004. And then just as we thought we were done, the landlord asked me to paint this one. And then this is a fig tree that a neighbor planted for me. He thought I needed figs since I was from North Africa. There's a strange story about this fig tree. I can't open a window in my back room here because some kind of way, no matter what we do, the tree wants to come into my window here, and it does. Maybe it likes the energy. And then this is Mexican mint.
Do you remember how to build a trellis, Liam?
I'm gonna speculate here. See, they're gonna stack it.
Chris a hand with that.
I see how they're gonna do this.
I'll finish this one up for you.
Make it nice and high so I can reach it. Oh, cool.
Okay, so it's 6 inches on the side and 10 on the bottom.
Here's the supervisor with the measurements.
I'm going to stand right here, but you can stand right next to you. I can sit down because I might need to be up doing something.
Now, as usual, I'm speculating now. If this is not how it's being raised, then we're gonna laugh because I always speculate on things and then I'm so far off. It's funny, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's see what happens.
Okay.
We're looking for a bird.
Right there.
It's in this tree.
Another one.
Good job, Sarah.
This wheelbarrow time over on this end. The little girl got all the slugs she wanted, I think. Yeah. There's a little birdie.
How's that? Is that pretty good? Jackson here is going to probably start filling that up a little bit. This one ain't that bad. We brought a special rake for you. It's over by the truck. Oh, excellent. Okay.
Yeah, do you remember what I said a while ago? I'm probably so far off, it's not even funny. I think that's the case here, because now I know what this is. I'll show it to you when I get done. But like I said, I'm so far off half of the time. It's really obvious
You can
that.
rake it around, Sarah, if you like.
It's real obvious that I don't know what I'm talking about.
I'll be right back.
Ooh. First dirt has arrived. I call it a flower bed. What did you call it?
The which?
What is it called?
Raised bed?
No, they called it something else.
I don't know. Maybe peas or beans or something like that. Something that wants to climb. Something that would be floppy otherwise.
Know what it's for. It's for the Jolly Green Giant so he can play the guitar.
Oh, wow.
All right, what do you think?
Don't think so? Well, he's got to do something while he watches the garden grow.
Here we come, Sarah. Over a load. How many loads before we get to take a break, Michael? Are you earning screen time? Probably, huh? I think you're earning some screen time.
A lot of hard work
Maybe
here.
you're earning karmic debt.
Isn't it wonderful how people
Maybe it's like that bank account
just
in the sky.
just
Bank account in the sky, yeah.
just
The other thing is
get together and
you're actually like having
volunteer to help people do
fun.
things
It's not really
like that.
because that'll be great. Supposed to garden, huh?
Well, that part is done.
You know all about gardening, don't you? We're gonna plant yours and Michael's garden today. Yeah. We might have to do something. We are doing a lot of work, aren't we?
It's starting to rain again. Well, actually, it never quit. It's just intensifying. We took a little break and showed Michael an aboriginal didgeridoo. And now let's take a look at it here. It has all the signs in it. Turtles and dragons. And it's June, so next weekend is the air show, so they're practicing. Well, it's getting higher. Here's somebody else taking a photo of our high garden invention, huh? Yeah.
Here, sir. One day? No?
A lady from Grubs came with the baby and took pictures.
That time we might be able to drag
So we now have the third container on top of there, which raises it enough for me to actually do something with it now. Normally, this would make 3 beds, so of course you have more garden space. But in my case, since I can't bend down, one high one is much better than 3 low ones that I can't maneuver. Yeah, but I don't know what to do with it, and I can't hardly walk, so.
No?
Yeah, I guess the term to drive it home is when you put the final bang into the nail. This Donna's t-shirt, feed the birds. Now we get into the multi-purpose of the top, but you can just drag things a long ways. Yeah, there you go. Wow.
I'm thinking we ought to all get on the sand. Alright. I'm thinking we ought to just use the shovels and put it in a wheelbarrow.
Watch the wood pile behind you.
You have some for me?
Yeah. This is has a bunch of seeds in it for your garden.
Mm-hmm.
And it also has a growing guide, which will
Mm-hmm.
tell you everything you need to grow everything.
It'll show me how to do things. Okay.
There's like a bunch of alpha tips and stuff in here, and
Uh-huh.
you know, whatever you need.
And then there's the plants too.
Cool, hang on. And she said, got some plants also.
Yep.
All done. It's Lilian, and thank you so
Lily,
very,
yes,
very
thank you.
much.
It was a pleasure working with you.
Yeah,
And,
you
enjoy
too.
your garden.
Thank you, I will.
and grow lots of good food for yourself. And
I will. Thank you.
friends.
And so I thank everybody
Hey,
for
Sarah.
coming out, and
Let's see
I'm
if
glad you got some slugs, honey. Okay.
No.
And thank you very much, and we will see you at the party, nah?
Yeah.
Thank
Yes,
you.
See you at the party.
Happy gardening.
Yeah. So that's what we got. And so then, of course, I was disappointed that I didn't get to go to the party. And so a friend of mine came and decided, that's okay, I'll make it up to you. And so we went to Red Wind Casino. That's here in Nisqually. And so we found these shirts. They are fundraisers. Now all proceeds go to a military family. So he bought me a shirt. They didn't have my size, so we made it big. We didn't care. We just thought that maybe we wanted to support that cause, since excuse me, all these wonderful things had come to us. People helping me and all of that. And so while we're going to the casino, we decided to set out and maybe find some more flowers. And we got lucky. We found a few, not in gardens, but we improvised. So I'm going to show you the beautiful flowers that we found. Not only that, we drove the long way around and went into some other pretties. So we started out in Rochester, and we had a long conversation about the lumber mills that closed and all the trees that's being cut. So we got a little footage from there, and then we stopped at my favorite blanket place, and then we found flowers for you. So I'm going to show you that. I'm in Rochester at the medical clinic. This is Highway 12. I'd like to show you. There are at least 3 miles of logs. All these trees are cut. It's a pole yard. As far as you can see, trees. Pretty soon we won't have any left. I know we need industry, but we also need trees. There you go. Another truck. Now this is Highway 12. I come here quite often, and year-round there is a blanket station here. And I want to show you some of these beautiful blankets. Look at the dolphins here. They are just beautiful. It's a little windy today, so let's try that. Then we have a native motif here. This is absolutely wonderful. Just blowing in the wind. It feels like a desert wind. Ooh. It is so windy, so I guess we could call this a flying whale. Wow. There's a little princess. She don't know where she's flying to either. This is for the babies. Just beautiful blankets. And even when you wash them, they don't lose their texture, nothing. We've been using them for years. Yeah. This made a boo-boo. I have to cut it out. Okay. And so this is what you can find on Highway 12. Right on the beginning of Rochester, Washington. Harry Potter. Now you want to hear something funny? I drove all over the neighborhoods. I couldn't find any gardens. So I thought, oh well, I'll just go to a nursery and take pictures of plants. But guess what? I couldn't get permission, so now I'm at Safeway. So with permission, here there's potting soil if you run out of soil. You saw how much we have, but you never know if you need any more. And bark. On the sign it says these are dahlias. As you can see, I know nothing about plants whatsoever, but look at the pretty colors. Yellow. Just wonderful colors. And here we have some blues. It's a really wonderful breeze. This almost looks like wild sage. Well, I recognize this. This is a little rubber tree.
I don't know, I didn't get
The colors on these flowers. Just beautiful. I think these are my favorites, actually. That's beautiful. Imagine those in your garden.
We're taking pictures of them.
Pretty flowers, yeah. Now I really know that they are as pretty just the same. Always get some chicken manure. And if that's too mild for you, how about some steer manure? A palm tree in Olympia. Melons. And more melons. Tomatoes. Beautiful colors. Then the tomatoes are in a box already. And here we have pineapples. Think of the possibilities. All these beautiful things coming out of the ground. Earth sure makes things available to feed us and to make us happy. Another thing we need for our garden is plants. How about those colors, huh? Now, the wonderful thing about TV Land is that sometimes we don't have to give it to you in order that it happened. We can just make it fit if we have to. And this time we really made it fit. From here to here to here to here, but as a whole show it just kind of came in pretty good together, because normally, as you know, I do what is called in-camera editing. I will take you to where we want to go, in the same order as I am doing it. And this time we just pieced it all together and came up with this wonderful stuff. Now,
it is said that Coyote is God's dog. It is Coyote's mission on Earth to teach man about himself and his relationship to the natural and spiritual laws governing this three-dimensional plane we call Earth. Coyote speaks of these crazy times. From the legends and prophecies of the Red Man comes an enlightened experience for the body, the mind, and the spirit. Now we would like to introduce you to your guide and host on this journey, Coyote.
I want to tell you a story. I want to tell you the original story. I want to tell you the creation story about why man is here. This story comes from Coyote's legends, from Coyote's prophecies. It comes from the earth, it comes from the winds, and it comes from the fires, and it comes from the waters. In the beginning, the great mystery created this earth. He created this solar system. He took this blue marble in space and placed it close to the sun so that things could grow and feel the warmth of the sun. And also the heat from the sun was also a signal, was a sign that there was an everlasting love within the solar system for this one planet. The great mystic created the earth, winds, and fires, and waters. We placed upon it the tree people, those creatures that fly, the four-legged, and those that swim in the waters. And he entrusted Coyote to be the guardian over all these animals. And they all lived in harmony, and rhythm, and balance, and knew of each other's strengths and powers. They understood each other. They understood their relationship to the earth. They understood their relationship to each other. They knew of giving away. They knew of the power of love and life and living in harmony within this creation. And the great mystery would manifest himself and come walk with the animals. And he was part of them. He was the leader of their family. And he gave them instincts so that they would automatically know what they are to do upon this plane of existence, on this earth, when they're born. And everything was in rhythm and balance. It was beautiful. The hawks and the eagles flew unmolested in the skies. The fishes and the whales, those creatures of the waters swam in the purity of that power. And everything was stable, beautiful. And the great mystery gave Coyote the guardianship over these creatures, over this plane of existence. It's Coyote's responsibility to watch, to listen, to feel, to remember, and to relay everything that was said by the animals, their feelings, their recommendations. So one day, the great mystery was walking with Coyote on a great beach. And he asked Coyote, say, is everything well here within the garden? Coyote said, yes, great mystery. The place that we walk, the place that we talk, the place that we live is all well, it's beautiful. He said, except for one thing. When you come and spend time with us and then you leave, your presence is still here, but also at the same time you leave a void. You leave a void that causes us to feel emptiness in our heart. Causes us to feel pain, and for a better word of it, we call it loneliness. So the great mystery says, well, Coyote, come up with an idea how we can remedy this. Talk to the animals. Ask them. So Coyote did this. Coyote asked the animals, what should we do to remedy this void that is with us after the great mystery leaves? So all the animals, the winged ones, the elk, the deer, and the antelope, all made recommendations. And everybody agreed. They agreed that the great mystery should create a creature and endow that creature with semi-divine powers. Give this semi-divine creature control over the four powers that control this earth, this plane. The earth, the wind, the fire, the water. And the reasoning behind that was because if this creature could control these powers, then he would take these powers and make this place a better place to be. And he would be guardian over the animals. He would be guardian over the seas. He'd be guardian over the forests. He would be the overall lord of this land. So Coyote went to the great mystery and told him of what the animals wanted to do, what they wanted to create, what they wanted to be part of. So originally in the legends, it was the animals who asked for man to come here and take care of them, to be their protector, to be their guardian, to take care of the powers that they exist in, the earth, the wind, the fire, and the waters. That was the original plan. Thus, the great mystery created man and woman and placed them here. And he bestowed upon them the power of free will so that they could learn, so that they could understand these powers fully. Understand to master the earth, to take care of the earth and all that grows upon it. Understand the power of the winds, the fires, and the waters, and his relationship to the earth. So once this creature was created, and life was blown into him, and life was blown into her, Great Mystery spoke to Coyote. He said, now, Coyote, how will we watch man grow and develop? If man is semi-divine and he has these powers, control over earth, wind, fire, water, and he has control over his free will, then might this creature hold power above wisdom, above his head? Might this creature take power into his heart before he takes wisdom into understanding? So Coyote said, yes, all these things are possible. But because the animals ask for this guardian, this lord, to come into our environment to take care of us, let I, Coyote, will take full responsibility over man. I will be responsible for him understanding the natural, spiritual laws, teach him these things. So it was agreed between the Great Mystery, Coyote, that there would be 4 ages that man would be tested to prove himself, to be master over the dominion here. He'd have 4 ages to walk upon this earth. He would have 4 ages to learn and master all the mysteries placed here. All the mysteries that are hidden beneath the rocks, streams. There's mysteries that are hidden in the wings of the butterfly. There are mysteries that were hidden in the shadows of little blades of grass. There were mysteries that were hid in the moon. And it was for man to find out these mysteries. It's for man to understand his relationship to this earth, to walk upon it in a sacred manner, to understand truly within his heart and his mind what the sacredness of this plane was. There was the rock age, there was the bow age, there was the fire age, and now the last age of man is here. It's called the pipe age. And this is the age where man will truly know himself because of the fact that he will be seeing the earth and the things that he has done to the earth in a fashion that he will feel pain. His children will feel pain. He will see the species of the animals disappear because of his actions. He will see the folly of the deforestation, cutting the trees down and not replacing them. He will see and feel the effects of his relationship to the earth by his actions, by the negative forces that are within himself, the emotional plane within his being, greed, loneliness, frustration, all these things he will feel. And if man becomes enlightened through his own actions, his own experiences, by overcoming the obstacles that have been placed before him, then he will grow and he will truly be the master of this plane. But if he doesn't, then we will pass on and will only be memories like written on a distant star that no longer exists within this universe. We have to take responsibility for ourselves. We have to take responsibility for our actions and our relationship with all about us. We have to take responsibility for owning and understanding power, understanding the earth, understanding the winds and the fires and the waters and the sacredness of this earth.
We honor all of our brothers and sisters of the 4 sacred colors, red, white, black, and yellow. For every day the sun rises, shining on us all equally, as a reminder from the Great Spirit that we were all created equal. We intend to continue to promote the understanding that we are all one on this sacred circle. This blue star we call Earth is here to support our aliveness. We are here to respect her and respect all life.
sacred and take our words back to the great mystery. I don't hear him. I can see the sentinel on the mountain. Only one. It should be many. And in the gathering of the eagles, I only count 3.
We have time for some music, so I'm gonna let you listen to a little music there for a minute. And yeah, we gotta have music. You know, can't have a garden and all these things without some music. So we'll listen to some music, and then I guess we're gonna see you next week with something fabulous. So I felt so bad that the tape broke, but I really must say the gentleman, he was a magician by saving us. So let me tell you before we go, when you have a tape, I would suggest you back it up with a DVD or something, just in case this ever happened again. I have, over the years, I have used over 1,000 of these tapes, and this is absolutely the first time that ever happened. So chances are it's never going to happen to you, but just in case it does, come home, back it up, and then if anything like that happens, you know, you're taken care of. My mother always said, make sure you always have a double seam, because if one breaks this way, you'll never get caught with your pants falling down. And that's, I did. My pants fell down. My pants fell down. So anyway, enough of that. We will talk to you next week, and I hope you have a wonderful time. It's summertime. Enjoy it. As you know, when season roll around, it's going to rain. There's nothing else we can do. So enjoy, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
You can buy me diamonds, you can buy me a pearl, take me on a cruise around the world. Baby, you know I'm worth it. Dinner lit by candles, run my bubble bath, make love tenderly to last and last. Baby, you know I'm worth it. Please wanna keep what treats your warm and right. Not to dissolve in a show, do you know she's worth your time? You will lose if you choose to refuse to put her first. She will that you can't find a man who knows her worth. There's a real man, there's a real woman when he sees her. And a real woman knows a real man is ready to please her. And a real woman knows a real man always comes first. And a real man just can't deny a woman's worth. If you treat me fairly, I'll give you all my good. I'll treat you like a real woman should. Baby, you know I'm worth it. Come on. I feel like I've been locked up tight for a century of lonely night, waiting for someone to release me. Licking your lips and blowing kisses my way, but that don't mean I'm gonna give it away. Baby, baby, baby. Good. My body's saying let's go. But my heart is saying no. If you wanna be with me, baby, baby. Come on, and yeah. You know the spray and the lights on low. One more dance and now we're good to go. Waiting for someone who needs me. One more breath and that'll be the life. But that don't mean it's gotta be tonight. Baby, baby, baby. My body's saying let's go. My heart is saying no. If you wanna be with me, baby, there's a price to pay. I'm a genie in a bottle, and gotta ride me the right way. If you wanna be with me, I can make your wish come true. Just come and set me free, baby, and I'll be with you. I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Gotta run me the right way, honey. I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Come on and me out. I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Gotta run me the right way. If you wanna be with me, I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Come on and me out. My body's saying let's go. But my heart is saying no. If you wanna be with me, baby, there's a price to pay. I'm a genie in a bottle. If you wanna be with me, I can make your wish come true. You gotta make a big impression. Gotta like what you do. If you wanna be with me, baby, there's a price to pay. I'm a genie in a bottle. You gotta run me the right way. If you wanna be with me, I can make your wish come true. Just come and set me free, baby, and I'll be with you. I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Come on and be out.
To roll around so I could go out honky-tonkin', and I'd close those nightclubs down. Now I do make church on Sunday, but I'm back downtown on Monday, telling jokes to drunken folks about this broken barroom clown. Now everybody knows me by my name, and they know just why my smile is upside down. When I come stumbling through those swinging doors, they say, here comes that honky-tonk clown. Well, people point and they laugh at an old town drunk as if he were a clown. But if they walked a mile in his shoes, they might not put him down. He just might have had a good wife, and what he thought was once a good life, now 'neath the neon sign with a bottle of wine, he knows the show must go on. Now everybody knows me by my name, and they know just why my smile is upside down. And when I come stumbling through those swinging doors, they say, here comes that honky-tonk clown. Well, it's like being shot out of a cannon. What goes up must come down. It's like a blown-up balloon that's about to break, said the hangover to the clown. Now I juggle time and sorrow. Do you got a buck I can borrow for a glass of wine? 'Cause it's almost time for this barroom clown to go on. Yes, everybody knows me by my name, and they know just why my smile is upside down. And when I come a-stumbling through those swinging doors, they say, here comes that honky-tonk clown. Yeah, when I come a-stumbling through the swinging doors, they say, here comes that honky-tonk clown. Old Swinging George is the honky-tonk clown. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah.
Take us here, and you take us there, and it is just because you really care.